Wow, look at these dragons! They're so cool! I wish they were real. Maybe this book is magic. It's glowing! Something's happening! A real dragon! It's flying!
Hashtag The Warrior Within. In a kingdom long ago lived a young warrior named Veer, celebrated for his strength and fearless heart in battle. He had never lost a single fight, but he was losing something far more important. Veer's greatest enemy was not any soldier or rival kingdom. It was his own anger. When someone insulted him, he struck without thinking. When someone betrayed him, he burned with rage for months. When someone doubted him, he made reckless decisions just to prove them wrong. His emotions were a wild horse, and Veer had never learned to hold the reins. People feared him, but nobody truly respected him. One day the king sent Veer to train under an old master named Bodhi, who lived simply in a forest ashram. No weapons on walls, no trophies, just silence and a small fire that always seemed to be burning. Veer looked around, unimpressed. "Where are the training grounds?" he asked. Bodhi smiled softly. "You are standing on them." The first lesson completely surprised him. Bodhi handed Veer a clay oil lamp, flame burning steadily, and said, "Walk to the river and back without letting this flame die." Veer laughed inside. This was warrior training? But he walked. The wind came, sudden and sharp. Veer panicked, rushed, tried to shield the flame desperately. The flame died. He returned embarrassed. Bodhi simply relit it. "Again," he said. 7 times Veer walked. 7 times the flame died. On the 8th walk, something shifted inside him. He stopped fighting the wind. He slowed down. He became still inside, even while walking. He felt the wind coming and moved with quiet intention rather than desperate reaction. He returned with the flame alive. Small, but perfect. Bodhi looked at him and said, "Now you understand." "The flame is your mind," Bodhi said quietly. "The wind is your emotions. Anger, fear, pride, hurt. They will always come. You cannot stop the wind. No man can." He leaned forward gently. But a true warrior does not fight the wind. He becomes still enough inside that no wind can extinguish what he carries. Veer felt something ancient and true settle into his bones. "But master, should I feel nothing?" Bodhi shook his head. "Feel everything. Emotions are not your enemy. They are your messengers. But a messenger should never be allowed to drive the chariot. Feel with your heart. Decide with your mind. Act with wisdom. This is the complete warrior." Veer trained for 1 year, not with swords, but with silence, learning to sit with anger without reacting, learning to feel the storm rise, and choosing, in that sacred space between feeling and action, what kind of man he wanted to be. It was the hardest battle of his life. Fighting other warriors had never made him tremble, but sitting alone with his own emotions, that required a courage he never knew existed. He returned to the kingdom a different man. Same strong hands, same fearless eyes. But now there was something behind those eyes, a deep, unshakable stillness, like a lake so deep that even storms only troubled its surface. People no longer just feared him, they respected him. Years later, a young, hot-headed soldier came to Veer. "Teach me to be unbeatable," he said proudly. Veer handed him a clay oil lamp with a small flame burning inside. "Walk to the river and back. Don't let the flame die." The soldier frowned. "This is warrior training?" Veer smiled, the same smile old Bodhi had once given him. "This," he said quietly, "is the only training that matters. You can only win when your mind is stronger than your emotions. The greatest battle is never outside you. It is always within.
Look, the dragons are coming alive! Wow, they're flying! This is the best story ever! Yeah!